Gov Wiley.
Keep it on the long range road.
Looks like you lost another one.
Gov Wiley.
Keep it on the long range road. One nation of kings and priests.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Kahala Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Right? We know Cap Nations of Kings and Priests. We got a special class for y'all today. Kind of feeding off what my beloved brother Nehemiah did last week, on the, kind of the demonic, attributes of the music industry, man, and feeling it's important, man, because, a lot of what we call, well, what I'm saying, it's just music. We're just, we'll just listen to it. You going off, man. When you listening and you're entering those things into your spirit, what happens is eventually it takes a hold of you, Additionally, when we're talking about what's happening in the world today, right? And when we're talking about the obsession of demonic worship in the music industry, and they ain't no other way to say it. It is demonic obsession, and anything that goes against the Most High, or anything biblically or sound biblically goes against. This whole world, right? This whole world is against what we do and what we believe in, for the Most High. So when we're talking about the worldly music that's out there, man, they are absolutely obsessed with demonic, spirits. And Nehemiah, if you wanna speak on that, you're more than welcome to, because I know you did the class last week. So if you're more than welcome to, Art.
Yeah, me as an artist, right? I don't put out, consistent music, but I will be soon, Most High willing. Is I know the when I was in the world, I'm a rewind a long time ago. When I was in the world and I had an Edomite as a friend, we used to be in the studio, and he used to be on the so-called, if you know what new age information is, right? And when we was in the studio, he used to always talk about, yeah, man, we gotta have the frequencies right, the frequencies, and the sound, because noise, sound, especially structured sound, is it has an effect on the body, because at the end of the day, the Most High, how He made us, we have electricity within us, you know. So within us being electrical beings, and how the Most High created us, is when you have sound operating on that same level of electricity or frequency, it can alter you or put you in the state of mind, even if you think it has no effect on you. That's how good they got at twisting and dealing with the frequencies, and knowing which frequencies do what to the body and to the mind. So as far as the music industry, they have this down to a science. Shalom, Yahbashim, Yahweh Barakatah, Elder Ariel. Hope all is well, and I hope the Most High is letting His face shine upon you and your household. Shalom. But they got it down to a science, to where you might think it has no effect on you, and it does. For example, how it has an effect on you is when you listen, for instance, when I did last week, the artist of he's not a mainstream rapper where he didn't sold his soul, signed a dotted line, but he's into the same type of things regarding how he lives his life. Um, when you hear a song with a catchy beat and then you hear the lyrics, even though you might not condone anything that's being talked about, now or now you're walking away. You only heard the song, it's only 3 minutes long, and now and you starting to repeat some of the words. Or the beat is not necessarily bad, but the beat is used to get you to start uttering the words that was within the song that is on the beat. So the beat is what gets you, and then the words start to come out. But they got so that to keep it brief, they got they got it down to a science so bad that it'll make you think that it has no effect on you, and it really does. That's it.
Yeah, Khan. Additionally, when we are looking at um the frequency, right? You're following that and don't even know it.
Uh,
The music industry, if I talk about if I make a music song about killing puppies, they will ban my music.
uh-huh.
But if I make a song about killing my brother, guess what? They're gonna put it out. It is welcomed. Here's the thing, and it's getting more demonic as things are passing along. It's like the more like the Illuminati, right? The illuminated ones, right? What they say, all these that are ruling the dark forces that are ruling the earth today, the majority of them are based off of there in the music industry, right? Everything is fake. The likes, the follows, they just make sure that you buy their music. And it's the only option that you could buy. Right? So if I make a song about puppies, they will ban my song. But if I make a song about killing my brother, guess what? They're gonna put me out there and make sure that it's the number one top song out there. Right? So let's grab some scriptures, because here's the thing too, like Brother Nehemiah was saying, we music, it also can be used righteously, right? Real quick, let's go to First Samuel, right? First Samuel 16. Let me grab it. Let me share my screen right quick.
Where we going?
First Samuel 16 and 16. Oh, I wasn't sharing my screen. Hold on a second.
Oh, wow, I'll just read
All right.
Said First Samuel 16 and 16.
That's right.
All right, I'm just put up.
Go ahead
Let
and
me know when you're ready.
go ahead.
It's the book of First Samuel, chapter 16 and verse 16. Let our Lord now command thy servants, which are before thee, to seek out a man who is a cunning player on a harp.
So now this is the Lord, right? The Lord commanding, right? And when he's saying what? For a harp, a music, an instrument. Read on.
And it shall come to pass, when the evil spirit from God is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well.
What does that mean? That means that it'll drive that spirit away.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes you think, when you're hearing these evil demonic vibrations, they could be words, they could be and what they're playing, that you're welcoming those spirits as well? Read on.
Verse 17. And Saul said unto his servants, provide me now a man that can play well, and bring him to me. Then answered one of the servants and said, behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehemite, that is cunning and plain, and a mighty valiant man, and a man of war, and prudent in matters.
They're talking about young David, right?
Uh, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him.
Read.
Wherefore Saul sent messengers unto Jesse and said, Send me David thy son, which is with the sheep. And Jesse took an ass laden with bread and a bottle of wine and a kid, and sent them by David his son unto Saul. And
Uh-huh.
David came to Saul and stood before him, and he loved him greatly, and he became his armor bearer. And Saul sent to Jesse, saying, Let David, I pray thee, stand before me, for he hath found favor in my sight.
Here's the point, 23.
And it came to pass, when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul, that David took in heart and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him.
What the evil spirit did what?
Departed from him.
You see that? So, like, not everything we listen to is on a level. The Most High loves righteous songs or righteous sound, and evil spirits hate it, right? You know. So like, what you're seeing today and welcoming, what are you welcoming with those demonic spirits? That demonic song, right? You got to ask yourself that real quick. Let's go to James, man. James, is it James 4 or James 3? Either one. Hold on.
Might be James 3. You're talking about the tongue?
Yeah.
Yeah, James 3.
Yeah, let's go to now. I know this is talking about the tongue, but this should also speak about what we put in ourselves or what we put out.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? Yeah, start at verse 8, 3 and 8.
It's the book of James, chapter 3, verse 8.
Right?
But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil full of deadly poison.
Now, going back to Nehemiah's class last week, what the young brother was saying. I mean, we talking about killing, we talking about everything, adultery, we're talking about everything that the Most High displeases, evil things coming out of the mouth, of the tongue, right? Read on.
Verse 9. Therewith bless we God, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of God.
Yeah, hey, you ever hear an artist get an award at an award show?
Yeah.
All they whole album is talking about killing, talking about twerking, talking about sleeping with they brother's wife, right? And then they bless God for the award and the recognition for it.
Mm-hmm. That ain't the God of our fathers.
Ain't the God of our, yeah. They are. This is why we say the God of Christianity is the God of the devil, right? Everything that Christianity allows you to do is against what Yahweh wants, right? Keep reading on.
Verse 9. Therewith bless we God, even the Father of Slachlia. Verse 10. Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not so to be. Doeth a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter? Can a fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries? Either a vine, figs. So can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh.
Right. You can't mix that up, man. So whatever y'all playing in y'all playlist, y'all make sure it's edifying to your spirit. Make sure that the vibration is not demonic.
Right.
Right. So let's do this. We'll come back to the scriptures, but I want to do this first. Let me share this real quick. So just a disclaimer. What am I doing here? Slides. Present. Share screen.
Like, go back to what you were saying, right? As an artist, go ahead.
Salaki, hold on, Nehemiah, real quick. So, disclaimer: we're going to use copywritten information, but under this section 107, we're using it for commentary and criticism. So we are protected to use this copywritten information. All right. So I just wanted to bring that out right quick. All right. Go ahead, Nehemiah.
There's to go back what you point where you were saying earlier. Dang, I was trying to find the words, exactly the words you used, but it was the point of you have one artist talking about something and another one artist talking about something bad and another artist talking about something good. For instance, there's this Christian artist, right? His name Bizzle, and he had a line in one of his songs, and it paints it exactly clear on exactly how the music industry is, and the line goes like, he said, "I'm a killer nigga, I'm a killer Jew. One of those was wrong, one of those is cool." Right?
Wow.
That's exactly how the industry is. You could talk about, yeah, I'm finna go slide on such and such. That's my and now he didn't kill my brother and this and this and that, and I'm waiting till he can get on and I'm off him. That's cool to the people who own the record labels, and that's what they want you to push. They want you to destroy yourself and they want you to destroy your community. As soon as you talking about call halallah, Yah, all praises to the Most High, this it's about Amalek and this about this, you get canceled, and then you get condemned. So it just goes to show they blatantly put it in your face how they operate, and it's on you to have to use wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to catch that. And if you don't catch it, then you lack all three.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. We have to discern that which is good, man. Putting away the old man is putting away those old things that were in the world, right? Because we're not in the world.
Right.
Are we not? Or are we still part of the world, right? But let me show y'all part of the world, right? Let me show y'all. Let me see here. I think it's this one. Yep. Okay. So I wanted to share this video right quick, so we're just gonna watch it. Let me see. Is it my screen big enough?
I just did a video on her yesterday.
Oh, okay, Khan.
Yeah, and they cut me off because I didn't have that disclaimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most High willing.
Click the zoom so you can see it better.
Oh, Khan. Is that good? Okay, all praises. All praises.
An obvious sinister change happening within the music industry. For a while now, the imagery being shown in the music videos not only doesn't match the songs, but is imagery being shown
on this, right? This is I believe ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, Pentagram.
And he got this is basically a ritual, man.
Yeah.
You can't tell me it's not. I mean, this is a whole ritual. Mind you, this is a 5-point star. We got a 6-point. Just saying.
in the music videos not only doesn't match the songs, but is usually dark demonic imagery. Back in the day, the pop stars made music videos like this. Now, a pop music video looks like this. Once upon a time, you would only see imagery like this in a Slipknot music video. Now, pop stars, rappers, and R&B singers all use demonic imagery. What was once only seen in the heavy metal rock genre somehow spread throughout all genres of music. People like DJ Academics claims this is only a gimmick to sell records by shocking the fans.
Like she just started at debuted at 50. She's at number 5 now. So
with what? Really, like what song?
What's called "Paint the Town Red"? In video, she's demonic.
On that.
Really? That's the name of the song? Paint the Town Red.
I just did a video on that yesterday.
Did Paint the Town Red?
Yeah, I just did a video on it yesterday, and it cut me off.
Damn.
million followers. She lost 2 million.
Whoa,
followers.
she got 22 million in the last. Oh, I see why she's acting like that.
Now, I will tell you this: that number, man, is inflated. I know it is. Ain't nobody watching all that. 22 million and not watching all that in an hour.
She got 22 million views in 3 weeks.
So
Oh, it's all
she
marketing.
beat
Oh,
the-
never mind. It's fake. Oh, I thought this was really her promoting music. Okay.
bro. You beat the
Yo, hold
first
on.
round.
Who's better at being demonic, her or Uzi?
You gotta add Cardi.
I don't think Cardi's
No, she won, bro. She got Satan horns and all black. Ooh.
As you heard for yourself, he claims that the fans buy into the satanic act, and for whatever reason, it sells more records and becomes more popular. I don't know how that would work, especially since the average person doesn't decide to listen to an artist because they worship the devil. The demonic imagery has been played with for a while, especially in the last 8 years. You think the fans are still going to be shocked by the same gimmick? I don't think so. At this point, the fans are just being normalized to this occult imagery. This is the purpose behind putting occult imagery behind all the major artists. This is exactly what Doja Cat is being used for. Doja Cat for the last year has been fully embracing the occult and is choosing to present herself as a literal demon. We have spoken about Doja in each and every birth. She is now birthday party. I know I have mentioned.
Yo, Salaki, I wanted to go to this part. Hold on. Check this out. This is her in her birthday party. Watch this.
Birth. She is now Scarlet the Demon. All of this imagery started with her 27th birthday party.
Look at that. This is hey, and by the way, y'all who celebrate birthdays, where do you think birthdays come from? Self-worship. What's the number one principle of what do they call it? Demonic worship? It's self-worship. How do you think they get into it? They get into what did that Crowley guy say, which was the Satan worship? He said the number one holy day of the of demonic, spirits is the birthday, because you're worshiping yourself.
And that's Satan's Bible. Something like that.
Right, in Satan's Bible.
Yeah, you want me to read it?
Yeah, Khan, go ahead.
Well, you can go ahead and finish your point. I gotta pull it up still.
None. Okay. I'm gonna play. Let us play a little bit.
I know I have mentioned this birthday party in other videos, but it marks an important change. On Doja's 27th birthday, she hosted a massive celebrity party that was themed after the movie Eyes Wide Shut, a movie I have covered that's about a secret party hosted by a code of elites. Like I mentioned before, Doja, for a reason that's obvious to me now, chose to dress up after a character in the movie who gets sacrificed by the elite. This character chooses to get sacrificed in the movie willingly. Not long after this happened, Doja started with the demonic imagery. Before this, Doja still showed the cult imagery, but
Yo, so real quick, y'all know what this symbolism means, right?
That's that Baphomet.
Yeah, that's as high, so is below.
Yeah, as it is above, so is below.
As it is, so the Baphomet, right. That's what he does.
You know what's funny? Because that's literally telling you that what's spiritual comes physically after.
Right.
It's literally telling you,
He got a magician card.
And got a magician card, and then look on the side of the cup, that 5-point star.
And he got in red, and he got the infinity sign.
I don't think she a witch.
And got a big Edomite on one. Got an Edomite right there. So like it.
But like most artists, it was hidden in the video or subtle to the point where it wasn't noticeable. But after her birthday party, Doja started being right in the open with her demonic imagery. This party was supposed to represent her spiritual death, and then her music video for Attention was her spiritual rebirth as Scarlet. Notice she named the song Attention, demanding that they look at her in the lyrics of the song, as she was now being reborn. The scene where they show her covered in blood was her introducing herself as Scarlet. She was announcing that Scarlet was here. This is common occult imagery, as occultists refer to the spiritual rebirth with becoming their own god and being enlightened. All while this was going on, Doja was
being enlightened, which is another word for Illuminati.
Yeah, they go back to Eve.
And go back to Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And who was Eve deceived by? the devil the Bible speaks of. So where do you think the devil is going to do today? He's going to go to Eve. Eve's going to worship him. The woman, the black woman is God, right? This all links up to the same thing, the same spirit, right? You got that pulled up, Nehemiah?
Yeah, Khan.
Go ahead. What you got?
Anton Levy, he was the leader and creator of the satanic Church of Satan. He wrote the Satanic Bible, and under the section religious holidays, right? It says the highest of all holidays in the satanic religion is the date of one's own birth.
Wow.
So, and I'm gonna read down a little bit more. It says this is in direct contradiction to the holy of holy days of other religions, which defy a particular God who has been created in an anthropomorphic form of their own image, thereby showing that the ego was not really buried. The Satanist feels, why not really be honest? And if you are going to create a God in your image, why not create that God as yourself? Every man is a God if he chooses to recognize himself as one. So the Satanist celebrates his own birthday as the most important holiday of the year.
Hey, Salakia, Genesis 2, Salakia 3.
Genesis chapter 3.
3 and 1.
Grab it or you got it?
Yeah. Start out verse 1, 3 and 1. Because hold on, share this one instead. This is exactly what we were talking about. Okay. Right?
You good?
Yeah, go ahead. Read verse 1.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which Yahweh had made. And he said unto the woman, hath Elohim said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
Right.
And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim had said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Okay, go ahead.
And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for God doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
That's what we just brought out with that information there, right? With worshiping each other. That's why we say that was the devil the Bible speaks of, man. Right? It's just crazy to me. You know? Let's go ahead and drop that. Let's finish this real quick.
It was on Instagram posting demonic pictures while announcing Scarlett's arrival. Attention marked the beginning of Scarlett, and she is showing exactly what Scarlett represents. The next video after this was Paint the Town Red. This video was full of occult and satanic imagery. We saw Doja Cat showing the one-eye symbol.
Hey, Salakia, riding the dragon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Riding the dragon. I mean, this is all in the scriptures, man.
Symbolism, riding the beast Baphomet and flirting with the Reaper. She even showed herself in the bottomless pits, appearing as a demon. The video was obviously depicting Doja Cat's fall from grace, as the video starts with her fall from the sky, all the way to a burning end. Doja was openly showing that she knew how it's all going to end. She wanted the world, and she's showing she had no issues with selling her soul for it. Her latest video continues this demonic Scarlet theme, as she takes it to a whole new level. This video starts with a shot of a haunted-looking house as it switches to a scene of a TV displaying static. I have spoken about this imagery before, and we have seen it in a lot of other music videos. TV displaying static always represents mind programming, as TV programming is what's shown on the TV. They started the YG video for In the Dark with the same imagery, showing the static TV and then the devil, all pointing to the fact that they're using these videos to normalize the viewers to satanic imagery. After we are shown the static TV, we're shown Doja Cat dressed as a demon with horns, a tail, and glowing red eyes, while she's hanging upside down from the ceiling. Openly, Doja is letting it be known she is being used by demons. Occultists believe they can communicate with the fallen gods, which are demons. They allow themselves to be influenced by
Yeah, I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't say that.
Yeah, Bible don't say that.
Yeah, y'all just got spirits on y'all. That's it.
We are the fallen gods, Israel. Let's prove that right quick. Let's go to Baruch. I know y'all gonna question me on it.
16:11.
Salakia.
Nobody get no idea.
I got a brain fart. Baruch 3:24.
Man.
I believe, right? Yeah, Con.
Baruch 3:24.
Baruch 3 and what? Why is it? Am I sharing my screen? Okay, there we go. Baruch 3:24. Go ahead.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 24. O Israel, how great is the house of God, and how large is the place of his possession.
No, that's not what I want. Salakia. Oh, no. Yeah, that's what I want. Salakia. Keep reading. My bad.
Verse 25. Great and hath none in. Great and hath none in. High and unmeasurable.
Yeah, go ahead.
There were the giants, famous from the beginning, that were of so great stature and so expert in war. Those did not the Lord choose, neither gave he the way of knowledge unto them.
Right. So we were those, how great we were in the beginning, right? But how great we fell. You know? You know, when they talk about giants, people talk about the stature, but it's really the way we were, you know, and how we fell because we sinned against the Most High. You read that in Genesis 6, you know. So it's the same thing here. It's again nothing new under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's Eve acting like Eve, the devil doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Elder Ariel got a precept. He says Numbers 23 and 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob of Israel, what have God wrought? Yeah, Khan, all praises, and that's very important. If you're welcoming those things, now you are part of it. But can nothing really harm you if you're, following the Most High the way you're supposed to be following him? And there's no power, right? The only power is Yahweh Shai. Period. That's the power, right? It's when we give that power, when we give it power. Look at how many rituals these dudes have to go through, man. Some of them have to even sacrifice a loved one.
Kanye.
Right? Go ahead. I know you got some.
Now I'm gonna have to do a class on it. But I didn't want to do it. But I'm gonna name something that these so-called demon lords, as Doja Cat likes to say.
Yeah.
The demon lord in that Paint the Town Red song. A lot of the things that they're, in order for them to get to that level, they have to do a lot of things, but here's one of them. Ak, have you ever heard of Panda Eyes?
Yeah, but I forgot what it was. But yeah.
So what?
It's gross.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it because it's referring to some of the stuff. Well, I'm just gonna say it. Panda Eyes is a thing that these people in these high positions, I gotta be careful with my words when I say this. I don't want them to cut us off. But what they do is they take the little ones, and what I mean by the little ones, you should be able to put that together. And what they do is when they take these little ones, freshly coming out between the the legs, what they do is they take them and they forcibly penetrate them.
Yeah.
And then it gives it the term panda eyes. And a lot of these little ones, grow up to be just like this that you see in these music videos.
Yeah, they call it taking the purity from
Yeah.
the child as early as they can,
Yeah.
and that's demonic, you know.
And then they take the blood from them, and then they do what they do with that.
Give me Job, man. Let's go to Job 1.
World, boy, that we in, man.
Yeah,
Job 1.
yeah. Let's do Job 1. Let's start out verse 9. So again, the devil himself is subservient to Yahweh,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
right?
Job
Y'all
chapter
can-
1, verse.
Yeah, let's start out verse 9.
The book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 9. Then Satan answered, Lord, and said, will Job fear God for naught? Hast not thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land.
Mm-hmm.
But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power, only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord.
So what is that telling you right there? The Lord gave him a command. The Lord told him to do what he needed to do. He doesn't do what the Lord is not allowing him. But here's the thing. Those things that we see in play in this evil world, it's like we read there. He coming to and fro from the earth. He's doing his job. So it's up to you to detach yourself, including the music, and seeing seeing if you choose the Lord or not. And we got to choose the Lord. Especially now, especially what's about to come upon us, man. It's going to take faith. It's going to take fighting for that faith, man. We the children of the seed, but we also the children of the faith, man.
Right.
We think we have to adapt to the world, man. What is that? What is that? Romans 12.
Not of the world.
Yeah. No, Salakia. Yeah. It is Romans 12, but I actually want to read a little bit more on there because, yeah. Let's start out verse 1.
I love this chapter.
Right.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
So to serve the Most High is your reasonable service. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Right. And part of that is, contributing to these type of music, man. Because it is music. It's demonic, right? But you feeding your spirit and allowing and opening those things to come into your home and into your temple. Right? Read on.
Verse 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, Salakia. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good, that acceptable and perfect will of God.
Right, because the will of God is not that. That's not the will of God. That's not good. That's not edifying. Read verse 3.
For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as God hath dealt to every man the measure of faith.
Right, because it's like for you to be accepted, you got to sell drugs, you got to kill your brother, you got to be perverted, you got to do these things that the world will allow an Israelite, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian to do, and it's accepted, right? That's cool if you talk about killing your brother. That's fine, but do not talk about killing that puppy. Don't kill that cat. Oh man! But you could talk about killing your brother. That makes no damn sense, man.
Right.
Right. Let's go to Luke, man. Luke 6:43. All right, because these things are corrupt, man. And they'll corrupt your spirit.
Let me know when you're there.
Go ahead.
And it's the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 43. For a good tree bringeth not forth corrupt fruit, neither doeth a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
Right.
For every tree is known by his own fruit.
Mm-hmm.
For of the thorns men do not gather figs. For of thorns men do not gather figs, nor of a bramble bush, gather thee grapes. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good, and an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil. For of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaketh.
Right. So, why am I contributing to the detriment of my people?
Mm-hmm.
So why am I going to listen to stuff like that, man? Why am I contributing to that? And this is what this world offers you, man. So we got to do better. I mean, there's, when I first came into the truth, there wasn't that many artists. It was a lot of reggae, though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Benjamite. You would listen to them, and you'll hear a Jah every now and then. But I never really got into the Christian thing. The Christian hip hop. I couldn't, man. That was more Vocab Malone's thing. But I had to delegate what was being put in, and you got to do the same thing. If not, those evil spirits will still linger in you, man.
Right.
They're still going to carry a weight in your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to contribute to something that is talking about killing my people. I'm trying to do the opposite, man. Trying to bring, wake up the elect so we can get the hell out of here, man.
That's right.
That's all I got, man.
All praises.
Praises.
I got a few. Let me grab it.
Yeah, what you got?
I'm gonna go ahead and bring this, man. Since we're talking music, right? I'm gonna go to the book of Ephesians, chapter 5.
Come on. What am I?
Let me know when you're there. Verse 19.
5 and 19.
All
right.
I'm gonna start at verse 18.
18. All right. Go ahead, Art.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 18. And be not drunk with wine, wherein in excess, but be filled with the Spirit, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and make a melody in your heart to the Lord. Verse 20. Giving thanks always for all things unto God and the Father in the name of our Adawan Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So, as it says in verse 19, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. That is what's to be in order for you. Like the last scripture you brought out, I think it was the last scripture, Luke 43 on down, is where whatever the evil person is gonna proceed out of his mouth, right? It was the same thing with Cain. It was the same thing with Cain. What was in his heart is gonna proceed out of his mouth, right? So when whatever's in your heart, if the Most High is not in your heart, you're not gonna be speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns. You're not gonna be singing spiritual songs and make a melody in your heart to the Lord if you don't have that spirit within you, right? So you gotta be the music that you intake has to be of the Lord. Because like
Right.
I said, if the frequencies is right, people that's in this truth that make music, they know as well. But they're using the frequencies in a righteous way to get you to be merry and to be and make melody unto the Lord and say the water Yahweh Bashim Mashiach. You right? Right? So we just got to keep that in mind, man, that whatever we put into our ears, and that's what that's the vibration and frequency that we own.
That's
You
great.
just got to know that you're welcoming Hashatan in to come and take that come and take that your vessel over. And the Most High, and if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, the Most High will give you up to that. You know, I will go somewhere else, but I know we press for time, so wait on y'all ends.
No, you good. All praises. Shalom, Mark. Mr. 6'5". All praises. Y'all about to look at that.
Yeah.
I actually want to stay in the book of Ephesians. What is it? Ephesians 4:25.
Yeah.
All right, Ephesians 4:29.
I got something after you too. Ephesians 4.
Ephesians 4:29. Oh yeah. Let's read on. So Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out your mouth,
Right.
but that which is good to the use of edifying,
Right.
that it may minister grace to the hearers, man. So even when if we're engaging in speech, but imagine what you're putting in. Again, what you put out, you put it in, right? So this right here, that which is good to use of edifying, that I may minister the grace unto the hearers. Verse 30, and grieve not the Holy Spirit of Yahweh.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Whereby ye are sealed unto the day of redemption. Right? Let all bitterness, I'm gonna say it again, let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking, right, be put away from you with all malice. Be ye kind to one another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as Yahweh for Christ's sake hath forgiven you. Right?
I got a point. When you listen to that music, you grieve the Holy Spirit. The Spirit is supposed to be within you, so you can't be lukewarm with music too.
Right.
You're supposed to be singing psalms and hymns unto the Lord, but instead you listening to rundown spaz. That's gonna grieve the Holy Spirit. You putting that within you, and we know wisdom shall not enter into a malicious soul. Then you're starting to utter the words, right? Even though you're not speaking in the context of what we reading, even though you're not speaking to somebody, if you're simply uttering these words hold the spirit of bitterness, the spirit of wrath, the spirit of anger and clamor. So you're regurgitating that, and you think the spirit of wisdom and the spirit of the Most High and the Mashiach is supposed to dwell in you when you're doing that? You're making yourself unclean by doing that.
Right. 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 All praises. We got any scriptures?
In the chat.
Yeah, Khan. We read that from an elder already. I think we good. All praises to the Most High. Hey, but we want to say Shalom. All praises to the Most High God. Yahweh Shai, his son, our king. Right? Hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect, man, so we get the hell out of this captivity. Right? So I want to say Shalom, Akim.
Shalom.